One of the most beautiful, emotional, and unforgettable epic films ever made, Dr. Zhivago from 1965. This movie isn't just a love story. It's a massive historical drama, a visual masterpiece, and a behind-the-scenes adventure that was almost as dramatic as the story on screen. From extreme weather problems to casting surprises and political controversy, Dr. Zhivago is packed with hidden stories most fans never hear about. Let's uncover 20 hidden facts about Dr. Zhivago that will completely change the way you look at this legendary film. Fact number 1: the movie was banned in the country it was about. One of the wildest things about Dr. Zhivago is that it was completely banned in the Soviet Union for decades. Even though the story is set in Russia and focuses on Russian characters during the Russian Revolution, Soviet authorities believe the film and the original novel painted the revolution in a negative and unflattering way. Boris Pasternak's novel was already controversial, and when Hollywood turned it into a big, emotional epic, the ban became even stronger. Soviet citizens weren't officially allowed to watch Dr. Zhivago until many years later, which ironically made the movie even more legendary around the world. Fact number 2: most of Russia was actually filmed in Spain. Even though Dr. Zhivago looks like it was filmed in frozen Russia, most of the movie was actually shot in Spain. Director David Lean chose Spain because of political restrictions and production costs, but this decision came with huge challenges. Spain didn't have the harsh Russian winters needed for the story, so the crew had to fake snow using crushed marble, salt, and even plastic. Entire landscapes were carefully designed to look frozen, even when temperatures were warm. It's one of the best examples of movie magic ever pulled off on such a massive scale. Fact number 3: Omar Sharif didn't think he'd get the role. Omar Sharif, who played Yuri Zhivago, wasn't confident he would land the lead role. At the time, he was still considered an unusual choice for a romantic Russian hero in a major Hollywood epic. Many studio executives worried American audiences wouldn't connect with him. But director David Lean believed in Sharif completely, especially after working with him on Lawrence of Arabia. Lean felt Sharif had the quiet emotional depth needed for Zhivago, and history proved him right when the role became the most famous performance of his career. Fact number 4: Julie Christie was almost not cast as Lara. Julie Christie's casting as Lara almost didn't happen. Several other actresses were considered before her, and the studio wasn't convinced she had the right balance of innocence and strength. But once Christie auditioned, David Lean saw something special in her. Her ability to express emotion with just her eyes made her perfect for the role. After the film's release, Christie became an international star almost overnight, and Lara became one of the most iconic female characters in cinema history. Fact number 5: the famous theme song almost didn't exist. Maurice Jarre's haunting musical score, especially the famous Lara's theme, is one of the most recognizable melodies in movie history. But believe it or not, the theme almost didn't exist. Jarre struggled at first to find the emotional sound David Lean wanted. After multiple attempts, Jarre finally created a simple, unforgettable melody that captured longing, love, and loss all at once. That theme went on to top music charts, win awards, and become permanently linked with romantic cinema. Fact number 6: David Lean was known as a perfectionist, and it showed. Director David Lean was famously demanding, and Dr. Zhivago pushed his perfectionism to the extreme. He would often reshoot scenes dozens of times just to get the emotional tone exactly right. Some actors found the process exhausting, but Lean believed the smallest details mattered. His attention to lighting, framing, and pacing helped turn the movie into a visual masterpiece. Every wide, snowy landscape and quiet emotional moment was carefully planned, even if it drove the cast and crew a little crazy. Fact number 7: the frozen lake was not frozen at all. One of the most dramatic scenes in a movie takes place on a frozen lake, but the lake wasn't actually frozen. The production team built a solid surface over water and covered it with artificial snow. Actors had to trust that the structure beneath them would hold, which wasn't always comforting. The scene looks dangerous because in some ways it really was. This risky practical filmmaking added tension and realism that modern digital effects sometimes struggle to recreate. Fact number 8, the train scenes were filmed under brutal conditions. The long train journey scenes are some of the most memorable moments in Dr. Zhivago. These scenes symbolize the chaos and suffering of the revolution. Filming them was incredibly uncomfortable. The train cars were cramped cold and filled with smoke to create atmosphere. Actors and extras spent long hours inside with limited breaks. Despite the discomfort, these scenes turned out powerful and emotionally heavy, helping audiences truly feel the hardship of the era. Fact number 9, the Ice Palace took months to build. Zhivago's frozen country house, often called the Ice Palace, is one of the most stunning visual achievements in the film. What many viewers don't realize is that it wasn't real ice. The set was constructed using wood, metal, glass, and reflective materials, all designed to look frozen. The crew spent months building and decorating it. Fact number 10, Geraldine Chaplin was Charlie Chaplin's daughter. Geraldine Chaplin, who played Tanya Yuri's wife, was the daughter of legendary silent film star Charlie Chaplin. While she wanted to build her own career, her famous last name often followed her. David Lean cast her because of her talent, not her family history. Her performance brought warmth and quiet sadness to the film, making Tanya one of the most sympathetic characters in the story. Fact number 11, the film's length scared the studio. At over 3 hours long, Dr. Zhivago worried studio executives. They feared modern audiences wouldn't sit through such a lengthy film. David Lean refused to cut it down, arguing that the epic story needed time to breathe. In the end, audiences proved him right. The movie became a massive box office success, showing that viewers were willing to invest time in a powerful story when it was told well. Fact number 12, snow machines were used even in warm weather. Because Spain didn't naturally provide snow machines worked overtime. The problem was that some scenes were filmed in surprisingly warm temperatures. Actors wore heavy winter clothing while sweating under the sun. Makeup artists constantly worked to keep faces looking cold instead of overheated. Despite these challenges, the illusion of winter was so convincing that most viewers never questioned it. Fact number 13, the movie won Oscars but lost Best Picture. Dr. Zhivago won 5 Academy Awards, including Best Cinematography and Best Original Score. However, it lost Best Picture to The Sound of Music. This decision remains controversial among film fans. Many believe Dr. Zhivago was the more daring and visually ambitious film. Even without the top prize, its reputation has only grown stronger over time. Fact number 14, political themes made Hollywood nervous. The Cold War was in full swing when Dr. Zhivago was released. Hollywood studios were careful about how they portrayed communism and revolution. Some feared the film might be seen as anti-Soviet propaganda. Despite the concerns, the movie focused more on personal stories than political messaging. This emotional approach helped it connect with audiences worldwide without feeling like a political lecture. Fact number 15, Omar Sharif became a global superstar overnight. After the film's release, Omar Sharif's life changed completely. He went from respected actor to international superstar almost instantly. Fans around the world were drawn to his quiet intensity and romantic presence. The role of Zhivago defined his career and opened doors to major Hollywood projects for years to come. Fact number 16, the film helped redefine epic romance. Before Dr. Zhivago, epic films often focused more on battles and spectacle than emotion. This movie balanced large-scale history with intimate love stories. It showed that epic cinema could be deeply personal. Many later films borrowed this approach, blending historical events with human emotion at the center. Fact number 17, David Lean took years to recover from the production. The intense production took a physical and emotional toll on David Lean. After finishing Dr. Zhivago, he took a long break before directing again. The pressure, long shooting schedule, and constant battles with weather and logistics drained him. But the result was a film that many consider the peak of his career. Fact number 18, some critics hated it at first. While audiences loved Dr. Zhivago, many critics were harsh when it first came out. Some called it slow or overly sentimental. Over time, opinions changed dramatically. Today, the film is widely regarded as a classic and regularly appears on lists of the greatest movies ever made. Fact number 19, the love triangle was the emotional core. At its heart, Dr. Zhivago is about impossible choices. Yuri's love for Lara, his loyalty to Tanya, and the world tearing them apart created emotional tension that still feels powerful today. David Lean focused heavily on these relationships, making sure the audience felt the cost of every decision. Fact number 20, the film's legacy keeps growing. Decades after its release, Dr. Zhivago continues to inspire filmmakers, musicians, and audiences. Its visuals, music, and emotional storytelling remain timeless. New generations discover it every year, proving that great cinema never truly ages. And there you go, 20 hidden facts about Dr. Zhivago that show just how incredible this film really is. That if you love classic movies, epic romances, and behind-the-scenes stories, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which classic film you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.